is called America's Game. Army and Navy hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Tradition, pageantry. It's a game like no other. One in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the privilege to sing second. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Navy Midshipmen, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. All of these players on the field might have a higher calling, but guys, in this one, tough, hard-nosed running games against stout defenses.
And almost every year we go to this game, and there is absolutely nothing like it. The pageantry before the game, on the field, honoring everybody there, and realizing they're not just...
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking downfield, it's John. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Army! What a catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Johns. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The midshipmen sailed easily past Army the last time these two got together.
I just think back to last year's game. Great individual effort from Navy. So many long touchdowns. Guys able to break tackles, and the Black Knights were just seemingly never able to recover from that. They've got to do a better job of limiting the explosive plays.
Limiting the plays, yes, but this is a game about players. Like, who is the players that's going to make the big plays? They're so similar in everything they do, offense, defense, special teams. Which big-time players can step up maybe for Army and change the outcome from last year?
Zings it complete to the right. Tackled after picking up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old-school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Navy will have to punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts...
He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Black Knights! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And now on second down for this offense. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to...
Into the end zone he Touchdown, Navy!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Black Knights in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Back to the air one more time. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. It'll be a draw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it, they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Finds the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, running back gets the give.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quick release on the RPO. Stopped after making the catch. The Black Knights want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt, you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll knock him down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches and get that guy the ball.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Tripped up for the tackle. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, there are rivalries, and then there is undeniably the most meaningful rivalry in sports. And the battle for the chance to sing second in today's Army-Navy game has been a sight to behold. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Wants to throw. It's John. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They'll try to pop the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Navy will go back on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Pryor. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Offense, quick tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Black Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And here comes the Navy offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Offensively, I'm going to take 46 everything. Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Snap it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Whips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, look out, there he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Second down.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the ground game. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here's the handoff. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. And the Black Knights pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to keep that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get a...
Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Navy quick to the line. He needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the 1st down.
And now that you've got it in a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
on 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Empty on this drive. They'll go for He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running back searching for a hole. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.